We're with United manager Alex Dyer after a disappointing 3-1 defeat at Chelmsford. Alex, the way we sort of hung in there, I mean, to be fair, I think we were maybe a little bit fortunate, but sometimes you earn your fortune in the first half to come in 1-0. But then to come out second half and defend like that for 3 minutes, you must be scratching your head and really disappointed.
Definite. I mean, we spoke at half time. We mentioned, you know, the fact that we had rode our luck a little bit, but we come in 1-0 up, you know, and I thought as the first half went on, we were all right, you know, we weathered a bit of storm and that, but, you know, you can't explain what went on the first 3 minutes. I didn't even sit in my seat, and I see the first goal go in, and I'm thinking, you know, 1-1, just stay in the game now for the next 5-10 minutes, but that didn't happen. They scored again. Like I say, in under 3 minutes, they scored another goal. So I was just disappointed because the lads, you know, the past 2 games have done all right, you know. But you're coming against a better opposition, a side that's going for the playoffs, you know. Who's coming off a bad result, so we knew it was going to be difficult. To go 1-0 up at half time was good for the boys. They were feeling that their luck maybe changed a little bit, but if you don't do the right things at the right time, you're always going to get punished for it.
So what did you say at half time, given the fact that we had sort of gone in with the lead?
We spoke about the first 10-15 minutes, you know, like you always say, you know, don't give them anything, you know, do the right things, be a professional. And but you know, it doesn't matter what formation you play, you know, his attitude, you know, you always look at the players thinking, look, you've got to do the right things, clear your lines, don't force any errors. And you know, there were two mistakes, you know, the back pass and then, you know, missed kick, and then the second goal not picking up out of set play. So you can't legislate for that, but what do you do next? You try and stay in the game, you know, which I think we did in the end. You know, we changed formation a little bit. We tried to get ourselves back in the game, and then obviously we conceded again, so it wasn't going to be our day.
Yeah, it was nice to see an upper formation, and in fact we did do that with half an hour to go. But have you learned a little bit more about some of the players? Because at this stage of the season, Alex, some people are playing for contract for next season and trying to impress you or impress Mark.
Yeah.
And does some of that sort of hit home with you? What
Yeah,
you
you always learn. I mean, we've had 2 home games, and today was an away game, and obviously we ain't travelled well away from home, so this is important. You know, you do see players, you do look at them and see how their attitude is. I'm not saying that they didn't try, because they did. You know, just 2 bad mistakes in the second half that cost us the game, really. If we had stayed in the game, we would have been all right. You know, we might have come away with a draw, you know, but instead of that, we come away with nothing. So, but you do learn. You always got to learn about players. You'll always learn more in a defeat. But we've got 2 more games, and hopefully we can put it right.
Will you be looking at different players, Alex? Is there sort of a feeling that we may play some players that have been on the bench or have not had much game time this season, or are you still going to go strong?
No, I'll always go as strong as I can. Whether it's the lads that have been on the bench or on the bench and they need to come on, then yeah, of course, I'll go as what I think is the strongest. It might need freshening up because the boys had two games in 4 days, and then the ones on the bench I want to see what they can do. So it might be time to have a little look at the ones that have been on the bench and just playing a bit part, but we'll see.
We've got Hampton that are going for a place in the playoffs too now, because a couple of sides have been told at the moment they're not in the playoffs. So we've got something to play for.
Of course we have. I said that before the game. All the boys, it don't matter that you think you're safe, you still have to give it 100%. And today weren't our day, but I'm coming next week looking to win that game. And I want to see a different kind of attitude towards the players, and hopefully we'll work on it in the week now and nail down a couple of things, and let's see how it goes next week.
Do you think we should have shown a little bit more pride and a little bit more concentration today in the second half? Did we take it a bit easy, do you think?
No, we didn't take it easy. I don't think
Did we switch off then?
Yeah, we switched off, definitely. We switched off just after half time. We didn't switch off for the whole second half, but that critical moment we switched off, definitely. People didn't do their jobs right. But at the same time, they've given me 2 good games, and today it wasn't the best, but they still tried. I mean, up until half time we were in the game. You know, we're winning the game, and even though we rolled our luck a little bit, we were still doing all right.
So we've got to do what the better sides do, and that's they don't make mistakes, they don't
100%.
take chances.
And no matter what league you play in, the better sides make the less mistakes.
To clear their lines or get rid of the
Of
ball if
course,
they have to.
yes, 100%. But
That's
they all
what
know
we've got to
that,
learn.
and they should know that, and I do know that. But obviously, on this occasion, it didn't happen. And instead of putting their foot through it, you know, when we're not that a good team to start fiddling around with it at the back, because we ain't earned the right to do that this season. But hopefully they'll learn, and then we'll crack on again next week.
Like I said, is anything happening off the pitch with regards to the management structure, or are we still as we were?
We're still as we are, and nothing's going to change until the season ends. You know, so we'll wait and see what the end of the season brings, and then we'll take it from there.
But are you still enjoying it, Alex,
I love it.
even after a result
Of course I do. I've been in the game for a long time. Like I said, I've won games and I've lost games, and that ain't going to change. It's football. Do you know what I mean? And I love every part of it. I want to win games, but I ain't going to win every game. No one wins every game.
Yeah,
but you learn. I will learn. Like you said, I learned from the players we got in here. You know, I have a mental note of what went on today, and what I think I can change next week, and who I think I can rely on. So we'll take it from there.
I know we've got some injuries, but would there be a chance of us playing 3 at the back in one of those games from the start?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I mean, we like that formation. I like that formation. I played it before myself, as a player and as a coach. So, and I know how it works. But you have to play it if you've got the right players to play it.
Do you think with Ben injured and that, have we got the players to play it?
We have got the players. Even if Ben was there, I think we still have the players to play it. He's an experienced player. He knows the job. You know, it's just finding the right players, and I'll look at it again this week and see who's fit, and we're in to go for next week.
Are you a manager that would change their system according to the opposition?
Good question. Very good question. Yes, I would. Yeah, definitely. If I think that's going to cause us some problems, then I'll change it. I'll look at it. If I think that the system I've got and the players that I've got can handle that system they're going to play, then I'll keep it as it is.
I was only saying that because we're not mentioning the game at the end of the season, but they play a certain way.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering if we would play a certain way.
Well, maybe. Like I ain't looked that far. I'm looking for next week now.
Alex, thanks for talking to us.
Pleasure.
And hopefully we can bounce back and get a
I hope
good result.
so. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.